I'm Elisa.
And I'm Samantha.
And welcome to Watch for Deer. Welcome back, guys.
Hello.
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 So we got new video yet again because the struggle is real.
We're always upgrading. Like, It is crazy how far we've come in the last...
Almost year. Next month will be a year.
Next month will be a year. We went from recording with lapel mics, if you listen to our first one, sitting in my bedroom floor.
Yes.
With lapel mics.
Yes.
To, look at us now.
That's
We've
right.
moved down to the basement. We have a banner behind us. We have new laptops. We have all the sound equipment.
We've got
how
lights.
nice this is.
We've got a brand new camcorder.
Lights, you can't see them, but
yeah, we're growing and we're advancing.
We are.
And we have furniture that I gave myself a boo-boo. Look at that.
I know.
I gave myself a blister painting our furniture.
one of these days, it's fine because one of these days people are going to want to just give us furniture so we can promote their furniture store.
That's right.
We're going to be like, these chairs are from blah, blah, blah.
That's
and,
right.
They're so comfortable and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
that'll happen for us.
Yeah.
One of these days.
We'll
And
get there.
until then, you'll just keep getting blisters.
Get a blister
Yeah.
and dye it pink.
Yeah, dye your blister pink.
It's pink. It's so pink. All right. So today we're going to do a two-parter.
We are doing a
Well,
two-parter.
not a two-parter. We're going to do,
No.
I guess it'd be a 2-for-1.
Yeah, we both
Like
have
a 2 for
stories.
1. We do. And I thought it would be a great idea to kind of start September and October with what we'll call a spooky series. And I think during these spotlights, get it?
Oh my God, you're so
Get
corny.
it?
You're so corny.
We'll focus on like a specific topic. So, like this particular spotlight is going to focus on haunted hotels or inns. So, that's what we're going to bring you guys today is I have a story and she has a story and I'm going to let her go first.
Oh, okay. Well,
So, let's go.
today we are diving into one of the most infamous and mysterious places in Los Angeles, the Cecil Hotel. So buckle up, Elisa, because this is going to be a wild ride through history, tragedy, and some seriously strange crap. Ba-da-da. The Cecil Hotel opened its doors on December 20th, 1924. It was designed as a destination for international businessmen and social elites. The hotel boasted a grand marble lobby, stained glass windows, palm trees, and a beautiful staircase. It was the epitome of luxury. Elisa, you could get no fancier than the Cecil Hotel.
Ooh.
Over the decades... oh, wait. I skipped. Sorry. However, the Great Depression hit hard, and the Cecil never quite recovered from it. Over the decades, it became a budget hotel and a place where many unfortunate events unfolded. Now, I don't have mine on paper like you do, so I had to scroll down my laptop.
Well, you just take your time and scroll.
And since I'm semi-blind, I have to scroll a lot because the words are so big on the laptop. So
It's like the Cecil Hotel.
the first recorded dismissing oneself from this world happened in 1931 when W.K. Norton ingested poison capsules in his room. This was just the beginning of a series of tragic events. The hotel's decline mirrored the decline of its surrounding area, Skid Row. Have you ever heard of Skid Row?
I have heard of Skid Row.
Okay, so when I was looking into this, and I've heard of Skid Row and stuff before, it's such a bad place. It is such a bad place. It is where they dump, when you get out of prison, they dump them on Skid Row, mental facilities, homelessness. It is nothing but murder, drug trafficking, human trafficking. You think of like it is literally one of the worst areas in the United States.
Well, if you'll recall back a few episodes, if I'm not mistaken, when we did Heidnick's Harem, he talks about his home was actually in Skid Row, because we were talking about the girls were screaming and nobody paid attention to it because they had that stuff all the time.
One of the things I'm going to tell you about this is crazy. It's crazy because of where it's at. But now, when the hotel first opened up, it wasn't Skid Row. So it wasn't elegant, but like it said, the Depression hit, the hotel just went, it just went down. It never recovered. So anyways, the hotel's decline mirrored the decline of its surrounding area, Skid Row. Skid Row is a neighborhood in the downtown Los Angeles area known for its high population of homeless people and its reputation for crime and poverty. The area spans about 50 city blocks and is home to thousands of people experience homelessness. The proximity of the Cecil Hotel to Skid Row meant that it attracted a transient clientele, including those down on their luck and others with more sinister intentions.
Nice.
Now
Sounds like a good place to be.
I feel like this microphone is so loud on my part. Every time I breathe, like it's so loud. Like all these people are going to hear is me breathing.
Oh, I can turn you down some. Okay.
Yeah, like my breathing is so loud. I feel like I'm like, and there's people, they're going to be like, well, we can't listen to her. Samantha's suffocating.
Quit smoking.
I don't smoke, Elisa. Okay. Speaking of sinister, let's talk about some of the most notorious incidents. In 1980s, the Cecil was home to not one, but two serial killers, Elisa.
Dun, 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 dun.
Richard Ramirez, also known as the Night Stalker, lived there while he was on a killing spree. Ramirez was a Satanist, and literally when he got convicted of murder, when he was walking out of the hotel room, he said, "Hail Satan." I watched the video today.
Well, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, is on the list for us to cover one of those stories.
Well,
so
he lived in the Cecil Hotel when he was doing all of that stuff.
There you go.
Anyways, he lived there while he was on his killing spree. Ramirez was a Satanist and a sadistic murderer who terrorized Los Angeles in 1984 and 1985. He was known for breaking into homes, assaulting, and murdering his victims in brutal ways. See, I'm breathing. I'm like, it's right in my face. Anyways, I'm sorry, people. Ramirez would return to the Cecil Hotel after his heinous acts, sometimes even covered in blood, and no one would bat an eye. Now,
I can imagine living in a place where some guy just strolls in, covered in blood.
Oh, it gets worse than that. Listen to what this man did. Listen to what he did. On here I wrote, imagine checking into a hotel and finding out later on that your neighbor was a serial killer. But, I mean, it's the Cecil Hotel, and at the time in the 80s, it was like the slums. But here's what he did. He would come in from assaulting, I think, altogether, and these are individual things, between the serial killing, the graping, graping, and the robberies, graping.
I got you.
And the robberies, it was like more than 40 people.
Wow.
Now, he would not, I don't think he assaulted and robbed people at the same time. So these are like different incidents.
Yeah.
Okay. He would come in and he would be so soaked in blood that in the hotel lobby, he would take his clothes off, walk to his room in his blood-covered underwear that it would soak through, and nobody paid attention. So this is the kind of hotel we're talking about. We're not talking about like the Super 8 with some shady stuff going on, and some
Stayed
people,
at a couple of those.
or like somebody's getting a hotel room maybe and they're only going to stay for a few hours.
For an hour or so, yeah.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about some man walking down the hallway and his underwear is soaked in blood. His clothes are soaked in blood. He's walking to his room and not one person bats an eye. Not one person pays any attention to him whatsoever.
That just tells you like what kind of environment that area was.
Another thing too that I saw in a documentary that I watched, this one guy, he lived there in the 80s, and he said you did not go above the 6th floor. You did not.
Oh, really?
That's what he said.
I wonder what happened on the 6th floor.
I don't know. You're going to have to do one on him, because this is about the hotel.
Yeah.
This is about the hotel.
Right.
And then there was Jack, and I have no idea how to say his last name. I'm going to say Unterweger. Unterweger, an Australian journalist who stayed at the Cecil Hotel while he was writing about crime in L.A. Little did anyone know he was committing murders himself during his stay. He came from Australia to do a expo on crime in L.A., and while he was here, he was committing crime. He was murdering people.
Australia, what are you doing? We were just bragging on you our last episode.
Yeah. Well, Jack Unterweger had been convicted of murder in Australia, but was released early, supposedly rehabilitated. However, he went on to kill several women in Los Angeles, using his stay at the Cecil as a cover.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about a twisted plot twist.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you. I would appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I was hoping you'd catch on to that when I was like this. I was like,
She's
wow.
like, do it.
Okay. Here's the one. Here's the one, though. And I don't know if you know this one or not. And I am going to dive a little bit into this.
Okay.
Even though we're covering the hotel. Okay. Are you ready?
I mean, we got to get the full story. So let's go.
This didn't happen that long ago. This has just happened like 10 or 11 years ago.
Okay.
So as of, I don't think right now, but back in 2013, the hotel was kind of a hostel for people who didn't live in this country to come over here.
Okay.
Okay. So one of the most famous and mysterious cases is that of Elisa Lamb. And you're going to be sick. You're going to be sick. I gagged.
Yeah, I probably won't gag.
Oh, you're going to gag. In 2013, Elisa, a Canadian student, was staying at the Cecil Hotel when she went missing. The last footage of her alive was from the hotel elevator, where she was seen behaving erratically. The elevator doors didn't close, and Elisa appeared to be speaking with someone unseen. Her movements were very strange. She jumped in and out of the elevator, pressed multiple buttons, and seemed to hide in the corner. You've got to watch this video.
I've seen this video.
Okay.
I know this story.
Okay.
It is freaky.
Her body was later found in the water tank 9 days. Was it 9 or 12? It was either 9 or 12. I think it was 12.
Long enough. It was long enough.
9 or 12 days later, on the hotel's roof, leading to numerous conspiracy theories and ghost stories. So I'm going to finish reading what I've got here, and then we're going to talk about it.
Okay. Sounds good.
The guest had been complaining about the water pressure and the strange taste of the damn water. Can you imagine? You're brushing your teeth and suddenly you realize that your Crest toothpaste doesn't taste quite as minty as it should.
This crest doesn't taste very cresty, Mommy.
Only to find out later it was because of a decomposing body in the water tank. Okay, that is straight out of a horror movie. The circumstances surrounding Elisa's death were so bizarre that they sparked countless theories.
Yeah.
Including foul play, supernatural involvement, blah, 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 all that stuff. Some believe she was being chased by an unseen entity, while others think she was experiencing a psychotic episode. So let me tell you what I think about it. So I was watching that documentary. All right. So in the video, maybe I'm getting a little cold. My nose is a little stuffy.
Oh, God, it's going around.
The coronavirus is going around bad.
It's so bad.
Okay.
It is so bad.
That's why we had to pause for like a week because Scott got sick. Anyways.
Yeah. Thanks, Scooter.
Yeah.
Glad you're feeling better, bub.
So anyways, she was bipolar. She documented everything that she did in a journal online. On like she vlogged.
Yes.
She vlogged and she wrote a lot. So the cops were actually allowed to track her up until like I guess the point of the day she went missing or whatever by her vlog. Right? Yeah.
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 I'm going to try to move this a
I was
little
going to
bit.
say, what are you doing? Don't mess this up.
I'm not messing it up.
Anywho. So they tracked her by that. But like I said, she was bipolar. She's also on Skid Row. So you have to remember Skid
it's
Row.
not
It's
a good area.
Bad place. She could have, some of the theories, she could have got a hold of some drugs. And some people are saying she could have got a hold of some bad drugs. I don't know any good drugs. So there you go.
Right.
She could have got a hold, I guess, of maybe some laced stuff. I don't know anything about drugs. So take that for what you will. With her being bipolar, it could have had her go into a psychotic episode.
Right.
In that video, though, there's a few things that kind of bother me about it, right? Okay. One, and we'll post the video. Can you post the video?
Should be able to,
Okay.
yeah.
One, in that video, when she goes into the elevator, she's hitting all of these buttons for the elevator door to close.
Frantically. Yes.
But the elevator button doesn't close. The only reason that the elevator button wouldn't close is one of two reasons. One, there's somebody on the outside, which they don't have cameras on the outside in the hallway, holding the button so it wouldn't close.
I still feel like you would still be able to see some sort of shadow or something, though.
It depends
by
on
the
where
camera angle. Because if I remember, she was here, the elevator button's here. And I would think that because the camera angle's this way, I would still think you would see some movement.
It depends on
maybe.
where the light comes in from here. If he's standing here and the light is coming in from here and the door's opening right here, you wouldn't be able to see it because shadow would be over there.
True.
So either that, somebody's holding the door, or when she's frantically hitting buttons, every time she does, she's hitting the don't close the door button.
Right.
You know? So there's that. But she gets out, she opens, like she gets out, she's looking frantically, which kind of messes with me, which also I think that maybe that doesn't really hold true to me, or to me thinking that somebody's out there holding a button, because if somebody's standing out there and I'm looking for them and I walk out the door and I go like this, if I see them, I'm going to react. Well, she doesn't kind of really react.
It's like she doesn't see anything.
Yeah, it's like she doesn't see anything. But there's somebody chasing her.
Or something.
When she leaves the elevator, which is the last footage they see her, when she leaves the elevator, she's barefoot.
Yes.
She's barefoot. And there's another thing too, I'll tell you. But when she leaves the elevator, she's barefoot. In one part of this grainy video, you can see kind of a shoe. They can't guarantee it's a shoe. There's something there. It's like maybe just like the toes of a shoe that turns around and goes. Like there's somebody there.
So I'm wondering if there was some sort of tampering with cameras.
Okay, so that's the next thing.
Would be my first suggestion.
Know the timestamp on the bottom of the camera is so blurry and off, you can't read it at all. Like you cannot read it at all.
Okay.
But they were saying in that documentary that even though you can't read it, you can see the things switching back and forth, like the minutes, seconds, and all this stuff. You can see it moving. You just can't tell what it's saying.
Because it's paranormal.
Well,
messing with it.
They think that it's been tampered with to do that because some internet sleuths or whatever had, and these internet sleuths are so good. They're more into it than I am.
Yeah.
Plus, I have a full-time job and I can't get into it that much.
But we could.
Well, I mean,
we could. We just can't.
But where the ticks, like I don't know if it's the milliseconds or the seconds of the tick, they decided that something's off. So instead of it going like tick, 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 you know, the number switching, it's like tick, 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 tick. Like the video has been doctored. It's been cut.
Like it's been
spliced.
Okay.
Also, the door to the elevator, when she leaves, right? When she leaves, the door's open. And then immediately it's 6 inches open and closed.
I was going to say, I remember the video, like when she gets out and she's walking, and I think she turns right. It's been a long time since I've seen this video. She turns to the right, and it's like the door just kind of, almost like something, you know how you try and hold an elevator door for somebody, like trying to, like it senses something there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, anyways, it kind of looks like once they tell you about this and then you go back and watch the video, it does kind of look like that, like things are off. It's not a consistent video.
Yeah.
There's little glitches that you wouldn't notice unless, you know, you were looking for it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't notice it because I don't think about things like that.
Right.
The woman who ran the hotel at the time, and she had been running it for like 10 years. She said that she got the video, took it straight to police, and it had not been doctored. She also said something like by the time while she was working there, was like 80-some deaths in that hotel room. 80-some people.
I think I'd find me a new job.
I think she probably did find a new job.
I think.
But anyways, they have no idea what happened to her. They decided well, it was ruled a psychotic episode. She was on top of the water tower. She was on top of the roof in the water tower, naked as a jaybird. They found her clothes in the bottom of the water tower. Right? Yeah, water tower. Water tank.
Yeah.
They found her clothes in the bottom. She is nude. She was there. It was either 9 or 12 days, one of those. Who cares at this point? Like 9 or 12 days is bad.
Yeah.
And these people in this documentary told me and everybody else, they told me and everybody else that the water tasted bad and it was kind of brown and they didn't know and they still drank it.
No. Listen, anytime I turn my
God.
water on and it's not clear, I'm like, no. Mm-mm.
I don't even know. But here's the thing, though. These people in the documentary, they have really thick accents.
Yeah.
Who knows what country they're
Right.
from? Over here, they're staying in this hotel.
It could
Cecil.
still be good water compared to what they're used to drinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
oh my
too,
God, I'm
if
grossed out. I'm so grossed
if I remember correctly, too, like not only
God, I'm so grossed out.
was she found in the tank, they were mystified on how she could have gotten in the tank and it
closed
shut on its own.
Yeah, because the opening
There
was
was
on the
no
top of the
way.
tank. It was on
Yes.
top of the tank, and when they found her, it was shut.
It's not like she could have got in on her own or fell in and then shut the tank.
No.
So that's another baffling
Yeah.
part of that story.
Yeah.
Is how did she get in there?
Oh God, I
So,
don't know.
yeah.
I'm so grossed out by this. I'm so bothered.
Yeah.
By this whole scenario. This poor girl, she's 21 years old, lost her life. Whether it was due to mental
and
illness,
we're not sure how.
somebody, bad things happen in that hotel. Super, super bad things.
Yeah.
It's around Skid Row. It's so bad. Like the whole thing is so bad. But we're not done, Elisa. We're not done with the Cecil Hotel.
Well, let's keep going.
I got one more little bitty thing to say.
Little bitty.
I got one more little bitty thing to say.
Bitty. Let's hear it.
Okay. You ever heard of the Black Dahlia?
Absolutely.
All right. The hotel's dark history doesn't end there, Lisa. It's also linked to the infamous Black Dahlia murder. Elizabeth Short, known as the Black Dahlia, was reportedly seen at the Cecil Hotel's bar shortly before her gruesome murder in 19. Look what I
472.
It was. This is what I topped out. This is what I topped out. 19,472. So it was either
when was that?
her gruesome murder was either in 1947 or 1972 or 1942
or we're not sure.
We're not sure when it was because, well, I typed it wrong. Whatever. It was in the 1900s. That's what we're going to go with. The hotel's reputation for death and despair has made it a magnet for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. It should also make it a magnet for people who want to stay alive. You couldn't pay me. Besides the fact that I wouldn't go to this hotel because of all the crappy things that's happened, it is in Skid Row.
It's not in a good area.
Listen to me. It is now called, it's been rebranded.
Of course, they had to rebrand it, I'm sure.
Sure they did.
Yeah.
So if you are listening to me from another country and you're like, you know what, I'm going to go to Los Angeles and I want to stay for a little while. And there's a super cheap hotel.
Don't stay.
Down on blah, 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 wherever it's at. Because they don't call it Skid Row, like it's called something. And, it's called the Stay on Main. It looks
nice.
really. It sounds nice.
It sounds nice and inviting.
Yeah,
Let's go stay on Maine.
let's stay on. Do not stay on Main. Do not
Stay away from Maine.
If you have taken anything that I have ever said into consideration, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. If you are listening to us from any other country or from here and you don't know anything about this, I am telling you now that if you look up and it's like, stay on Main, it's an inviting place. It is not. You're going to get murdered. You're going to get murdered and you're going to get haunted. Says, now rebranded as the Stay on Main, still stands today. It's a mix of affordable housing and hotel rooms. Despite its dark past, it continues to attract curious visitors and ghost hunters alike. The hotel has even inspired TV shows and movies. American Horror Story Hotel.
Yes, I loved that one.
Is said to be based on the Cecil,
Yep.
with its eerie atmosphere, dark history serving as the perfect backdrop for a horror series. Do not. I tell you what, unless they've changed it, and I don't think they have. They actually have 2 separate lobbies. They have one lobby for the people who live there.
People.
For the people who
not
live
normal,
there.
but
Because something happened, that woman was saying something happened that they were going to come in and they were going to evict everybody and redo the hotel. But they couldn't because it was considered an assisted low-income living place. Yep. So legally in Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is like this, and they have like different rules and stuff there, they couldn't even give them a notice and evict them. They had to leave them there.
Yeah.
So there's 2 lobbies. There's one lobby for all the people who live there to come in, and I can't imagine that they would be not all of them, but most of them, I would, probably some shady characters. And then another lobby for the people staying in the hotel room, and they keep them separated by floors.
I feel like if you have to separate your clientele, then you've got a problem.
Well, what do you think, Elisa? Would you spend a night at the Cecil?
I probably would not spend the night, but I would like to go and walk through and see the Cecil. But that's just me and my weird, morbid fascination with
I wouldn't go if I had a room full of garlic, holy water. You couldn't get me to go. There's no way. There's no way.
I mean, I wouldn't want to stay overnight. That would make me highly uncomfortable. But I would like to go and walk through with protection and, like you said, holy water and garlic and the Bible and
a pistol,
rosary beads and all the things.
That's all my story.
Hey, that was a good one. I like it. Very good job. Very good job. Very good job on the Cecil.
Okay.
So, I am going to talk about the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Have you ever heard of it?
I have not.
Okay. So the construction began on this Victorian-style building in 1886, and it was designed with the rich and famous in mind, as they all usually are.
Aren't they all?
They wanted this particular resort to be a Hollywood playground.
In Arkansas.
Okay. Whatever. I mean,
Hollywood playground in Arkansas. All right.
we got to attract the tourists. We got to attract that money somehow. So
that's silly.
Let's go with it.
That's silly.
Now, the Crescent Hotel was huge with a total of 78 rooms across 4 floors. One of the first major events to happen was when an Irish stonemason by the name of Michael had a fatal accident. Now, he was working on this hotel, and he was said to have fallen from the 2nd floor, specifically what's known now as room 218, to his death.
Okay, sorry. I have to interrupt you.
Go for it.
There was another thing that happened at the Cecil Hotel that I didn't write about, but now that reminded me. So we'll go ahead and tell you.
Go for it.
A woman jumped from whatever floor it was to kill herself and landed on a pedestrian down below and killed her too. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead. Continue with your story. I'm sorry. Go on.
No, that was, oh my gosh. Landed on her.
Yes, killed them both. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your story.
Oh, I'm just in awe right now.
Like, there's so much.
Oh
There's
my
so
gosh.
much. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
Maybe you should have done like a whole episode on this one.
I probably could.
You probably could have.
I probably could have. But go ahead. You said short story.
Short story. Okay. Well, anywho, specifically from 218. Now, this room is said to be the most spiritually active room, and it's a hot spot for TV shows and ghost hunters alike. Now, many guests have witnessed hands coming out of a bathroom mirror. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Because all I see is Freddy Krueger's hands coming up out of that sink in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nobody had any hands coming out of anywhere. That's horse. That is horse.
I'd have a heart attack right there and die.
That didn't happen. All my stuff that happened in the Cecil Hotel, documented.
Well, I'm just saying.
All your stuff's made up.
Cries of a man falling. They could be heard in the ceiling up above.
Elisa.
And doors opening and slamming shut, which we know by now, almost a year, they are
teenage ghosts. that are pissed off.
Poltergeist.
No. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I thought it was teenage ghost.
See, I had you earlier when I did you didn't get that cue.
No. When you said that, I used the
You're
doors.
like, teenage ghosts?
Slamming doors.
No,
and
ma'am.
Slamming doors are teenagers.
No, that they are.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say it again, poltergeist. I'm sorry. Do it again.
Poltergeist means knocking ghost.
Yeah.
There we go.
My
There we
bad.
go. We got it.
We got it. We got it. We're fine.
We got it.
We're
We
fine.
good. Okay. Now, it was not open for long before the Crescent became too much to manage and closed its doors. By September 23rd of 1908, it reopened as the Crescent College and Conservatory for Young Women.
So you mean to tell me that the hotel that opened up in Arkansas as a Hollywood playground went under?
Didn't survive.
Well, who would have saw that coming?
Yeah, there's things now that are called business plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are quite important.
Elisa, is that still recording?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I see the record button here.
Okay,
It'll
but-
take it a minute to catch up.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I mean,
was
I
gonna cry.
hope.
I'm just going to cry.
I hope.
Okay, go on. Because the little green thing's not going. What's happening?
Okay, I'm going to pause it. See?
There we go.
I
Okay.
knew it was.
Okay.
We can edit that out. Heart attack.
Don't edit it out. The people need to know
That's
when
why
we
I
mess
keep
up.
up here and I keep, tickling my mouse pad to
Well, you
keep it
have to.
from, when you see my arm go up, that's what I'm doing, is making sure it doesn't, do what it did.
Okay,
But
go ahead.
anyways, so it did not do well in Arkansas, but it did open as this conservatory for young women. Now, it did operate as this college from September through June, and then was devoted to hotel operations during the summer, which, I get it, makes sense. But what I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like it's weird. Like, how do you go from a school to a hotel? Like, that's weird.
Really? Half the schools around here that have shut down literally all over Wayne
Well,
County,
you
are like assisted living,
Assisted
old
livings.
folks
That's
home.
true.
That's all. What else
That's
do you want to
true.
do with it?
That's true.
It is the perfect thing to, it really
Communal.
is the perfect thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, anyways, it remained open until 1924 and then closed yet again due to lack of funding for this college. Now, in 1930, it was reopened by A.S. Maddox and J.H. Phillips, who had created the Eureka Springs Investment Company.
Oh.
They named it the Crescent Junior College, and this was an exclusive boarding school for young women with high standards and a Christian atmosphere.
Well.
Enrollment was restricted to 88 students who originally hailed from 39 different states. Maddox served as the first president. 9 faculty members taught subjects such as math, science, languages, English, and history. Now, over the years, this college did expand its courses to include music, speech, business, home ec, and art. The college also boasted a popular PE program, which was mostly known for its basketball team. Now, it also offered courses in tennis, hiking, and horseback riding. Tuition for the year of 1912 was $375.
Ooh, that was expensive.
That was outrageous because I did the conversion. And in 2024, that would be $12,160
For the year?
for the year.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Do
Did they live there? Did they live there?
Yes. So
That's
it's like
not bad.
it's a boarding school.
12,000 for the year? No, Elisa.
You don't think so?
I think St. Joe down here is more than that, or about the same.
I was thinking St. Joe. No, I
And
don't
they
know.
don't live there.
I was thinking St. Joe was like 7.
but they
like
don't
7.
even live there.
That's true.
Okay, go ahead. Is something else happened with this hotel?
Just give me a minute. Sit down, hush.
Okay. Sorry.
Sit down, hush.
I'm always sitting.
Now, during this time, it's said that the dean's young son became ill and died, only to roam the halls in the afterlife.
Oh, baloney. Again, baloney.
Some report hearing a ball bouncing, and later a love-struck and pregnant student was either pushed or jumped to her death from the 4th floor balcony.
Oh.
Some say that they see her fall, like she's one of those repetitive apparitions that just
Could you imagine
they keep
if
reliving their
could you,
incident
Could you
over and
imagine
over.
if that was your, if you were going to come back from a ghost and literally all you did was
Like
fall
Groundhog
over
Day,
and over?
every day,
Yeah.
Groundhog Day. That'd
Every
be
day Groundhog.
miserable.
Yeah.
Miserable. Now, some people have been woken by her screams as they hear her fall. Some have looked up to see a shadowy figure peering down from the balcony above. The president, Richard Thompson, worked for 14 years to continue raising funds for the college, but despite his best efforts, their lease with the Crescent Hotel ran out, and without sufficient funding, it closed its doors in
Again?
1924. Fret no more.
Fret no more.
Fret no more. This is not the end of the Crescent Hotel.
Good, because I was worried to death.
I'm sure you were.
A tear was coming down the cheek. I was so worried.
It would reopen in 1937 when the new owner, Norman Baker, would transform it into the Baker Cancer Hospital and would tout very unconventional and widely disputed treatments for cancer.
Oh my gosh.
In a letter that was penned by a patient who had stayed there, Luther J. Baggett, he wrote to his family stating, Saturday morning, the 10th, had been pretty busy up to now. Castor oil at 6, tonic at 7, shaved, went to breakfast, took needle treatment, back to the room, on bed with a hot pack. Have just got back from a little walk and some air. Yes, and had carrot juice at 9. They say that all the medicines and food used here are made from vegetables, herbs, roots, and bark. Can't tell yet what they are going to do with my main trouble, but they sure seem to work over your blood and your system. They didn't find much in the matter with me. My blood was 30 points low, and my main trouble. Some people come here and they find several ailments they didn't even know they had. And that makes it more expensive. So this is giving me red flags already. How about you?
That's any doctor. Go to the ER and watch them.
Yep. Oh, you need this test.
Yes.
Yes. Insurance pay for that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But turns out that Mr. Baker wasn't even a real doctor. He was a radio broadcaster and formal vaudeville magician.
He was a radio broadcaster with a dream.
With a dream. Therefore, his hospital never really offered actual treatments for cancer. Medicine was administered containing extracts. Did I stroke out there just a little bit? Extracts.
Extracts.
From watermelon seeds, corn silk, clover, touting it to be the all-miracle cure. Because of this, many of his patients died.
No joke.
And still haunt the building to this very day. Now, patients who came to Baker's Hospital were promised that if their cancer wasn't cured in 3 to 6 weeks, they could return for more treatment free of charge, except for board, room, and transportation. According to court documents, that was. But of course, most of them died because they didn't have 3-6 weeks.
Right.
You know, it was a terminal illness.
Right.
And he just made money off these people who were just grasping at the last shred of hope.
Yeah, and if your patients, if they're dying, then they can't really come back and sue you, right?
That's right. They can't sue you. And, well, they were so sick, we tried, Now, medical examinations at the hospital consisted of palpating patients and pinching them and looking at them. And Baker's facilities didn't contain any microscopes, because that's what doctors would have, and he wasn't a doctor. But Baker also offered guaranteed cures for less dire conditions, such as hemorrhoids and varicose veins, using the same handful of injections, regardless of the disease being treated.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wonder what kind of injections.
I don't know. I would not want an injection in the hemorrhoid of watermelon seed and corn silk extract. I mean,
why not?
Couldn't you just take a corn cob and just rub it real good?
Ow. Ooh, Elisa. Ooh.
Now, through the years, authorities tried many different times to shut down Baker's operations. The Federal Radio Commission revoked his broadcasting permit, but he simply moved his station to Mexico and increased its wattage. Doctors and scientists published articles debunking him, and law enforcement tried to imprison him for practicing medicine without a license. Guess how many days he served?
Probably a week.
1 day.
I overshot it. I
You
overshot it right
you
there.
did. You did.
I
You were
outkicked-
so hopeful.
I outkicked my coverage, man.
Now, he merely folded these setbacks into his narrative of the jealous medical establishment working to destroy him. What finally actually brought his downfall were charges of mail fraud. Not
Yeah,
the fact that he
because-
took advantage of people.
Because he was taking advantage of the government.
Precisely.
Exactly, because the government was like, well, you do you, boo, but don't get us involved. But now you're getting us involved.
But you know, the reason he got charged with mail fraud was because he was sending out flyers and things promoting his cure. And that's how they got him on mail fraud. It wasn't like you were stealing mail or something like that. It's because he was mailing his fake, his fake flyers.
Oh. See?
Well, not fake flyers,
I
but his fake
misunderstood.
cure. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it was. Yeah. So he served 4 years in Leavenworth and then retired to Florida, where he lived until his death in 1958. Now, here's the really freaky part of this. The Crescent Hotel still operates as a hotel. Like, you can go and you can stay. It's still a fully functional hotel.
Do the Hollywood elite show up to it?
I doubt it. It doesn't look like it.
Probably
I mean,
not.
it looks nice. It's got the old architecture, which we all know I love. But interesting fact, on February 5th of 2019, a hospital dump was unexpectedly unearthed, and more than 500 pieces of hard evidence arose from a remote northeast corner of the acreage that surrounds the hotel and spa. The hotel's chief gardener was preparing land for a mulch site, and when she used her scoop from her loader, she noticed like these weird looking bottles in the dirt. And she was like, I guess she probably knew the history of the hotel. So she actually stopped and called in some authorities. So a few items that were found was serum-style bottles that seemed to contain the secret elixir that Baker would inject into his patients. The formula for that elixir included brown corn silk, red clover, ground watermelon seeds, peppermint, glycerin, and carbolic acid. They found pharmacy-style mixing tools such as glass measuring spoons in perfect condition, a blade of a bone saw that probably was used during autopsies and post-mortem experimental surgeries. Hello, he wasn't even a doctor, and he's doing exploration on these bodies. Reels of Baker's 16mm promotional films were also found, well-preserved. What appeared to be fleshy tissue still floating in the preservation liquid was also recovered.
Yeah.
They said that they kind of thought that they may have been like tumors or like other types of cancerous tissues that he had removed and put in these bottles, which is terrifying considered he's not a doctor or a surgeon. He's a broadcaster. It'd be like me.
No.
I'm a podcaster. I'm not a broadcaster.
Yeah.
But it'd be like me, just taking out your cancer.
Just taking it out.
Just taking out your cancer.
Like, here, I got a knife. Come here. I'm going to take it out.
So this is, no wonder this place is said to be haunted.
Well, I'm just going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you right now, Lisa. My story had people drinking dead body water.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. It's pretty gross.
And you had...
My story had a guy who ain't a doctor playing doctor and cutting people up.
I can't think of one thing
No,
worse
I can't either. I would not want to drink.
than drinking dead body water. And I just keep playing back in my mind. Those people were like, the water was brown. They actually said it was kind of thick.
So, PSA to all y'all out there, if you're going to a hotel, don't ask for the decomp water.
Here's the thing, though. If you think about it, because this week it's hotels. What are we doing next week?
I don't know. I ain't made my mind up.
But what
see.
what are we talking? Like, what are we talking here? It's your idea for these stores.
we'll do like haunted churches or haunted, whatever, lighthouses or
It's just
whatever.
a spooky
Just something spooky with a spooky background.
up to Halloween.
Yep.
Okay, so a story a week. So
Yep.
essentially we only have like 8
Just
stories.
like, yeah.
And if you think about it, we've stayed in many, many, many hotels.
Yeah.
You have no idea what happened in that room before you got there. No idea.
Fun fact. No,
None.
this probably isn't a fun fact.
You're like, I take it back.
I take it back. This probably isn't a fun fact, but we traveled for baseball, and we were actually down, where were we staying? I'm trying to think where it was, and it was shady as crap. It was, I want to say, like around Indiana somewhere, and we were staying at this hotel, and we were driving down the next day. A couple of our teammates had already come down the night before, and they had a wing of the hotel closed off because they was somebody who had unalived themselves just down the road from, or like a couple doors down.
That's what I'm saying. They don't, and
Like,
it's not like they close that room off forever.
No, like it was closed, like it was taped off when we were there, because our room was like here, there was a room here, and I think 2 more on the end, but it was adjacent to our room. Like it was, you could look down the hall and you could see the crime scene tape. So that was a legit Like,
I mean, you don't think about things like that because you, and I don't mean you, I mean you as in all of us.
Right. You just don't.
We're in our own little world.
You don't
we don't
think about
that.
it.
You go in, you throw your stuff down, and you have no idea what happened in that room. You have no idea the bad juju that you could be clinging to.
Now, I do. I am one of those people that pull the bed up and look for the bed bugs. Do you do that? Like, I do that. I pull up, like, the corner.
Do you stay in places that frequently have bed bugs, Elisa? Are you that person?
No.
Are you so cheap?
No, I'm
you
just
so
so scared. I'm so scared to, like, wake up with, like, bed bug bites. So I usually check the mattress.
I mean, I would be too.
I just check the mattress, but that's just we stay a lot, you know.
You do.
We travel a lot
all the time.
So yeah. But
well, I want to try my new tagline, and I want to see if people like it.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you do it. You do a tagline,
and then once I get done with it, then you are going to say this. But I think we need to say it at the beginning, and we'll think about it.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to say this, and then you say your piece.
Sure.
Thank you for listening to Watch for Deer, where the past is always present with Elisa and myself.
Da 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 da.
And
I
then
like
you
it.
have to go into yours.
Oh, okay. We thank you for listening, and I don't remember because I didn't write it down. So
you didn't say it. You didn't write your.
I didn't write it down. Oh yeah, I did. No, I didn't. I lied. But anyways,
go follow us on Facebook at Watch for Deer Podcast.
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay. Follow us on Instagram at Watch for Deer Podcast. Follow us on TikTok at Watch for Deer Podcast. Listen to us on Spotify or anywhere where you download or listen to your music. Please give us a rating. We would love a rating from you. If you have a good story that you would like to talk to us about, we want to hear it. And as always, thank you so much for listening to us. We appreciate it. And watch for deer.
Y'all be safe.
Yeah.
And watch for deer.